You're tuned into the Endless Honeymoon Podcast. It is I, Moshe Kasher. I'm joined by my lovely wife,
Natasha,
the real host of the show, and our friend Ivy Wolk.
Hello.
Woke. This is a fun fact. You are the first guest who has been in a movie with both of the hosts of the Endless Honeymoon Podcast. How does that feel?
Wow, I have. Yeah.
that's I think the reason is because Ivy's in every movie.
That could
Yeah.
be.
Because she freaking kills it.
Thanks,
You're
Natasha.
so funny in The English Teacher. That's how I first learned about you. And then we did Armin's movie together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
yeah, I
then
didn't know y'all been in more than one
I just watched
together.
another movie that you were hilarious in with Rose Byrne.
If I had legs, I'd kick you.
That was so good.
And then you're in the old Cut Off with me and old buddy Jonah Hill, and I play your motherfucking father, dude. That's my child right there.
Our beautiful, dark, twisted one scene.
That's right. That's
But-
my child right there on the podcast.
Ivy, you played his child. Oh my
Was
God.
that-
Chelsea was the mommy.
That's right. Chelsea was my wife.
That's so cute. I can't wait for that movie either.
Honestly, not a pretty cute family.
Yeah. With
Except that boy.
Oh, the demon of the little boy. No,
That's right.
literally shout out to that child.
Shout out to that
I
child.
think he was like nominated for like,
An AVN, I think.
right. Yeah. He was nominated for a Pornhub award. No, no, he's a real person. So, and he's about 9 years old.
Were you a child actor? I forgot.
I started when I was 13, so I was like at that point sentient enough to know that what I was doing was completely wrong.
Oh, you were aware that you were in a dirty industry?
Yeah, I was like, why is it now my daily routine to go into a room in front of 4 adults behind a table when my tits are just starting to bust through my shirt for the first time? Like, I was like, why do I have to be charming for people that I will probably never see again in my entire life, and I'm only 13 years old?
Now, what made you
Damn.
come back to the industry then? Or did you never leave?
I guess I never left, but I was unemployed for a few years and I had to work at the mall. I worked at the Grove in high school because
What store?
of the pizza place in the farmer's market next to the donuts and the ice cream.
No offense. I think you're a fantastic actor, and I really like you as a person.
Thank
But I
you.
have a feeling you would have been a very unsatisfying pizza server behind the counter.
Of course, I manhandled everything that I had to prepare. I didn't want to put the gloves on. I didn't want to use the proper utensils. I would touch it with my bare ass motherfucking hands
Yeah.
and made it easier for myself. That job was truly terrible, but I did it because I had this weird feeling inside of me that it would be the only like normal style job I would ever have. And so
even at that time,
Yeah.
you were cosplaying as a normal person?
yeah. I mean, but I was like famous on the internet at that point, and so people would come to the mall and they'd be like, "Are you?" And they'd be like, "Yeah." And they'd be like, "Can we get a selfie?" And it's like, "No, actually, my boss has this entire thing rigged with Ring cameras, and she would watch us at home on her iPad. So if we did anything, she would call the landline phone. I'd answer. I go, "Patsy D'Amour's Pizza, this is Ivy speaking. How may I help you?" And she'd be like, "Put your fucking phone down.
Oh.
What kind of place do you think I'm running?" I'd be like, "Where are you, Philomena?" She'd be like, "I'm watching you on my iPad right now from camera 3.
Philomena.
Get your
too.
act together."
That's a classic mean woman's name.
Big, long tits that were always just like batting around, no bra.
But isn't that's the spectrum right there? Budding tits at a casting table all the way to big long tits as a proprietor of a pizza restaurant. That's life.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you die.
That's what happens.
And Ivy, what I love about your work, I'm not trying to get Actors Studio on you, but you really are just like bringing yourself 100% to every part. Is that something intentional? Do you have any sort of acting foundation, or are you just like so unique? You're just...
Are you just a drug addict? Which one is this?
not anymore. I think I imbue myself into the roles that I do, but also I think it's a thing of I am cast to play very specific characters every time, which gives the illusion that it's me playing myself every time, but really it's just I fill a certain stock character that people need filled. You always need somebody to play the sassy waitress. That always has to happen everywhere, because otherwise why put the scene in a restaurant, you know? You got to plug a bitch in like me to fulfill that.
Do you want to be like Gentry on behind a Prince Charming on a horse and like a ruffled dress? Would you like to play a role like that?
No, but definitely I would love to move into territory where I'm doing stuff like showing my breasts more and like crying a single tear.
Good news. The Endless Honeymoon podcast has just that role opportunity for you.
Yay!
Can you shed a tear like if on
great
cue?
question.
I actually can't, but I'm doing a job right now where I am playing like a kidnapping victim and I'm being tortured a lot and it's a lot of screaming. And the thing is, I can't conjure tears, especially if you have to do like 50 takes of something in a row from multiple angles. I don't understand actually now that I'm having to actually show fear and distress because this is like my first time doing a not fully comedic role. And so it's very strange because I don't understand how people are able to just do the crying over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I never even thought of that. Like I always assume that that's the take. It's the okay. Now we're gonna do the cry take. So cry on this one.
I think for some directors, yes, you would assume because otherwise it seems completely cruel. Because I know that like the expectation and like the written word on the page wants me to shed tears, but it's like if you've been doing the same scene for 2 hours, like the other day in a scene, like I shed one single tear, but then I was so focused on getting the tear out of my eye that I just forgot to do everything else that I had to do in the scene. And so then they were like, okay, let's do that again. And the tears never came. So like after that, so it's, I'm learning as I'm going, like figuring this shit out. I think some people are just crazy and sick and twisted and masochistic enough where they can conjure that emotion, but no, I'm a hack. I'm a complete and total hack. It's all facade. I'm not actually feeling anything in my body. It's not.
You don't go to your like memories of fears. No. What are your big fears?
My
in
big
real IRL?
fears. My big fears. Like fucking and fucking people.
Uh-huh.
That's really bone chilling.
Yeah. No pun intended.
I do it. Yeah, I do it sometimes, but afterwards, I'm always like, huh. You know.
That's your like reaction to sex is, huh?
Yeah, it's very much like, why did I show up to this? You know, it's just kind of, to me, it's like just some Looney Tunes bullshit every time. It just feels like somebody painting a door on a wall and I like try to run into it, you know.
I think it'll get better.
I hope so. I hear that often. I do think it will get better, but I don't know. Right now it's seeming like most of my peers are just like happy smiling squirters and I really am not that.
Wait.
I'm just not that.
Are you being on what level are you doing a bit? Do you not like sex? For real?
No, I don't. Not
no
really.
part of it?
Like if it's with somebody that I really enjoy, it's like it's just another thing to do, you know? It's like, okay, if we're done playing a board game, it's like, sure, we might as well fuck, but it's like I get the urge to do that once every 3 weeks. Like really, it just doesn't. I don't experience horniness the way that I think a normal person does, and also there's just too many fucking shenanigans going on sexually.
What are the shenanigans?
It's like, oh, you're inside of my pussy with your penis.
That is the main shenanigan.
It's
That's like
a
the
huge shenanigan.
Have you ever tried to access a different part of yourself when you're having sex?
Yeah, it's like the same thing as your acting process. Have you ever tried to bring a horny memory during that?
No, I mean like accessing, you know, like not trying to be funny. Because you're just inherently so funny, and yeah, sex is
inherently kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's dumb as fuck, and
but you got to get under that. When you get under the dumb part, and then like allow your like, because it's inherently stupid, the stuff that goes under in sex. You're just like, ooh, you like the thing. It's all dumb. You got to like let your inner dumb person kind of rule.
You got to go full retard. I can't do that.
Do that. I can't. They say never do that.
It's right. They say never go full retard. It's just it's hard. It's just like there's so much. I'm for the first time in my life because until I've been like seeing the same person for like 9 months now, but before
monogamous.
Yeah.
And do they know that you feel this way about sex?
Yes.
Okay.
It's issues. It's definitely hashtag problems for sure. But before I had started seeing this person who I've been having semi-consistent intercourse with.
God, the way you say it sounds so nice. I don't know why you don't like it.
I had been celibate for like almost 2 years before that, and then all of my sexual interactions prior to that were brief and sort of depersonalized and a little cold, and always resulted in some sort of interpersonal chaos that sort of just ingrained in me that it's really just not worth it. And also it's like I think I don't feel the need to be impressive sexually because I'm completely impressive and thoroughly interesting in so many other avenues of my life. And so it's like some people have to suck dick good because like they have nothing else.
Yeah, that's why I'm so good at it.
Right.
Also, I just realized something. You're goth.
Yeah.
But goths love sex.
No, I remember
goths, that's inherent.
The goths when I grew up, they were like asexual.
No,
that was a thing.
No.
That was a thing,
I always
Moshe.
laugh about the vanilla goth who's
That's
like,
not vanilla.
I'm into all the bloodletting and stuff, but when it comes to like BDSM, that's just not really my thing.
I think I've been on a tirade against BDSM behavior on my Instagram story this week because I think my philosophy is I think that women should be able to do whatever they want sexually, even if it's deviant and wacky, because we weren't allowed to have credit cards until like 50 years ago, so we still have shit to calibrate and figure out. We have to throw spaghetti at the wall. But when a man is like to his girlfriend, like, hey, I know you are a normal person and you've never thought about this before, but you mind if I anally rape you and you're wearing a wig?
But it's consensual. You're gonna like it.
Right, exactly. And it's like, why are you coming to me with that? Is meager, normal, warm vagina not enough for you? Why have you maxed out on that? Why do you need to chuck it round back?
Okay.
Why do you need to put it in my ass? Also another thing vis-a-vis anal is like, why is that the next step? You know, like I feel like
it's literally the next.
No, but I
it's
mean,
the
like
next step.
when I was like in high school, like girls would be like, I've been with my boyfriend for like a year now. I think we're gonna try anal. It's like he's already bored of your pussy.
I went on a similar tirade recently on this podcast about how like most women do not enjoy anal. They just do it to please the men.
It's redonkulous.
Well, okay, it is everything that's happening right now is definitely redonkulous. But the whole framework. I kind of like your first point actually, which is women's kinks should be respected and men's should be rejected.
Yeah,
there's something about that I like.
Men should just go along. If a woman decides independently that she wants to do some Tom and Jerry ass sexual bullshit, some Three Stooges ass antics sexually, that is her prerogative, because we literally just became unchained. Like we just got our fucking like political chains off. Like you can get a kid sucked out of your uterus with a vacuum. Like we should be able to like do other stuff too now. But a man, it's like you've only ever had the
kink fulfilled.
You've literally only
the earth is your kink.
The earth is your kink. Like your unalienable fucking rights to literally everything, land and money and time and access, should be your kink, and that should just to adhere to the status quo. If you're a man, it's like don't be on no fucking freak shit around me. Don't come at me with that shit. It's so disgusting. It's obscene.
It is interesting because literally our founding fathers were certified freaks.
Yeah.
No, the founding fathers, it was crazy that they even let the males who didn't own property. Remember John Adams was like, we can't let
John Adams was not a certified freak. He was uncertified.
Thomas Jefferson was fucking on his slaves.
Absolutely.
Right.
Benjamin Franklin did a sex work tour of France. And
I don't think that's a freak though, like fucking your slaves.
I mean, there's something about it.
I think that's
not
just
cool.
Taking advantage.
Listen, I'm going to go on the record right now and say you should never...
Rape is freaky.
Rape is freaky.
You shouldn't fuck your slave, and that's bad.
Yeah, rape is fucking freaky deaky.
Did it sound like I wasn't saying it? I'm just saying.
No, it's just Ivy articulated it more eloquently with what was the last thing you said?
Rape is freaky deaky.
See, that's the kind of high level erudition, a breakdown of power dynamics and sex and sexuality that we need on this podcast today.
Yeah, we're having a really important symposium right now.
I do think there's something interesting, like for the next 100 years, only women's kinks are allowed to be expressed. That would change sex and sexuality like a great deal.
Yeah, I think men should just be blank slates. It's like women have been raped for so many centuries now. It's time for pussy to grab back. It's time for women to rape back. Hashtag rape him. Hashtag rape him back.
You should do you should get a hat centered around that.
Hashtag rape him back on a newsboy cap, embroidered into a newsboy cap. A fedora with a feather sticking out of it. Hashtag rape him back, embossed on the side.
Okay, here.
It could be chic.
I don't know how far down this comedic game I want to go with you, but here's the problem with your plan.
Okay.
Women are going to have to organize for this because there is a physical power dynamic thing. You're going to have to get your homegirls involved.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
And I plan on doing that the second I leave this studio.
Grab a bunch of gals and go.
I don't want to rape a guy though.
Thank you, Natasha.
Ooh, you could emotionally rape him back.
Yes. Emotionally rape, physically rape. Rape can be anything because everything is rape.
Oh, I didn't know Andrea Dworkin was on the podcast today.
I introduced a male friend to Dworkin just today, actually, and it felt really good to be able to do that.
Have you read Dworkin? Mm-mm. Dworkin is a feminist philosopher,
lesbian,
who says that all penetrative sex is sexual assault, right?
Rape, yeah.
I mean, I said sexual assault because I feel uncomfortable with the conversation.
But if all heterosexual sex is rape, you can kind of, if you're a bitch like me, you can kind of spin that and be like, well, everything is rape. If I don't get my way, that's rape.
How is it rape though?
If I'm hungry, that's rape. If I don't get cast, that's rape.
I'm so uncomfortable. You've gotten me to my comfort zone very quick, and that's your kink.
I don't have any sort of kinks.
That's
I'm
true.
completely normal and regular and very chill.
Wait, what about? Okay, wait. Should we change the subject? What about pleasure?
What about it?
I think I know that 55% of what you're doing is a bit, but like sex is not just about whether or not you're a freak or you're kinky or you perform. It's also about your personal.
Oh, it doesn't feel like anything.
What about? Can I ask you? I guess
Go
I can
ahead.
ask you.
No, go ahead.
Masturbation, is that a thing?
Yeah, that's fine. But for me, it's more of a means to an end. It feels like expressing a cough that I've been holding in a quiet room. It's like, it's just sort of like an exorcism of energy so that I can get on to the next thing. So I have to jerk off so that for 8 minutes, completely silently on my stomach, eyes shut in the darkness, just seeing the colors
Don't
that
turn
flash
Moshe
behind
on
my
too much.
eyes, and then it's over, and then I can send an email.
Yeah.
Then I can call my manager and be like,
It gives you the
what time do I
energy.
have work tomorrow?
What's up with the Spielberg deal?
Exactly.
Wait, what? You don't think about anything when you do that?
No, I mean, I like watch pornography, but that's because it's like all there for me. You know, it's if I start to think about my own sexual fantasies, I get very sad very quickly because I'll like be thinking like, okay, and I'm getting fucked and I'm sucking and getting my pussy ate, and then the ghost of my grandmother's there.
Oh, why is she there?
And she's a baby again.
Why?
And she's,
Why is she baby grandma there?
It's like an ayahuasca trip.
Yes, it's like I just go down. I all of a sudden I get too distracted. I can't lock in on a fantasy, and I just go straight down the hole of like, and the Holocaust was so hard, and I'm like, yeah, and the Holocaust was really hard.
It will literally come up.
Yeah.
I can't believe my own daughter is thinking this. My daughter, you're my daughter, and I raised you different than this.
I know. I'm sorry.
You just didn't come out the way that me and your mother thought you would.
This is just my truth. Sometimes when I'm masturbating, I think about all the women who came before me who had a really rough go of it. I think about how my mother has no money sometimes when I'm masturbating. You know? Ivy, it just happens. I don't mean for it to happen. It's not deliberate. It's what the spirit conjures. It's where the spirit realm leads me to.
I tell you, there's a wire crossed that you could untangle.
Why?
Because sex is supposed to be fun and pleasurable.
I'm sure. And I'm sure it is, and I believe you because a lot of people say that, right? So many have said, right? I've heard this through the grapevine, right? That I'm supposed to be like, you know?
Yeah. It's classic style.
At present, it's just not that.
You're like 21.
Yeah.
So wait.
I mean, a lot of people don't even have sex till they're in this age. You know, this is a very...
Yeah, I hear from female friends of mine that it only starts to get really good in your 30s. But then also I hear from people in their 30s, they're like, my back hurts. So I like don't know.
In their 30s? Your 30s are your peak of your physical being.
Are they really?
Yeah. 30. Well, I guess your 20s is when you're maybe the strongest. 30 is when you're the strongest, but things are starting to fall apart.
If this is when I'm the strongest, then I literally like cannot even be. I need to be like euthanized by the state. Like it's actually, I'm completely and totally feeble.
I think 40s is where you start to feel your body in a way that is like, oh, that's too bad and not going to get better.
Ivy, do you guys have aches and pains?
I have aches and pains. Do you really want to talk to people about their older people about their aches and pains? I'm down.
I don't
to.
have
I'm
aches and
curious.
pains.
You don't have aches and pains?
I mean,
You don't have aches and pains?
like walking through the day, like hurting.
No, my body. I don't. Yeah. I don't have chronic aches and pains, but I have things.
You have
where,
back issues.
I
Yeah,
have
I have-
hella aches and pains constantly, and it's just gonna get worse for me.
Well, I have stuff where I'm like, oh, that part of my body is less good than it used to be, and won't ever be good again.
Like what?
Like my shoulder, my lower back, and my knee. These are things that I like.
You're kind of like all the
Head,
quarters.
shoulders,
Knees and toes.
knees and toes.
I mean, like I surf, which to me is like fucking.
Okay.
Pure pleasure. And I never think about the Holocaust when I'm out there. And
You think about the Titanic.
I think about the Titanic. I think about different water-based disasters.
Right.
The billionaire that imploded.
The Japanese tsunami.
I think about
of
the
2009.
That's right. I think about the movie, The Unstoppable with Naomi Watts. Has anyone seen that? The tsunami movie?
That's good.
Are they on a boat in that one?
No, they're at a resort. And the tsunami sequence is one of the greatest feats of filmmaking of all time. It's incredible.
Wait, I want to ask Ivy a question.
Yes, please.
Because when I talk to you, I always feel like I'm talking to someone who's like 50.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of like wisdom. Like, do you feel like growing up in LA, you just kind of like grew up really fast?
I think so. I mean, I definitely, growing up in LA, had a sense of irony that other people did not have. I think if you're from somewhere else, you kind of, there's a purity to the way that you look at the world, but the way that you come to be as you grow up in Los Angeles is just naturally sort of jaded and malaised. So I think I always, even compared to my friends that grew up here, I had sort of a higher or more perceptive sense of things like that than they did. I just kind of always have been very intuitive and adept at understanding when things are sort of dark or ironic or
like my daughter the
mismatched.
other day, I was sending, she's 7, and we were watching this Matt Damon movie. We bought a zoo, and he starts crying. She's like, Mom, he's probably using one of those sticks that like has menthol and you put it up to the eyes and that's what makes him cry. I go, how did you know that? She's like, oh, you told me. So like, I'm like telling her things that I don't even realize. I'm like ruining things for her.
Well, but there is a sophistication to knowing what's up. Like
Yes, 100%.
I freeze framed on a stunt in Cheaper by the Dozen, where it's very clearly like a stunt man.
I loved that movie.
It's
the
a
one with
great
Steve
movie.
Martin. I
It's a
used
great
to
movie.
get the DVD all scratched on that one. It's a really good movie.
Well, I pause. I go, look, that's not really the kid. That's actually a stunt man. And then now she just knows that all things are like fake when she sees an action sequence.
That's good.
Why is that good?
That's good because then she's not going to be acting brand new when she gets out in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Bitches who you have to tell things to for the first time.
Are so attractive. I love that.
No, it's horrible. It's just like you've gone all these years of your life and you don't know what the fuck is up and you can't act like you know what's up, or you can't at least ask the right questions to know what's up. It's crazy.
Wait, you're 21?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel what do you emotionally feel about Osama bin Laden?
Okay, I remember when he was killed.
Yeah.
My dad lived in an apartment building, a really dilapidated, nasty apartment building full of squatters off of the freeway in Hollywood. It was like a few blocks away from the Walk of Fame. And it was always in disrepair. The hallways of this apartment building, first of all, there were mice and bed bugs and roaches.
How are you going to have all three? That's the Trinity. That's a Hollywood
Hashtag
Trinity.
pick a struggle. And so we were walking down this hallway of his apartment building that was always in disrepair. There was no, like, the walls were cement, the floor was cement. It hadn't been painted. There was always like tarps and scaffolding hanging from it, things falling, dust everywhere. It was a really puddles of brown water. It was like a nasty place that my father lived in that I would have to go to for custody weekends. And we're walking down this hallway to
Denzel Washington was investigating a murder there, correct?
Probably.
Yeah. All right.
Is this a reference to a film I haven't seen?
It just feels like every film from like 2000 to 2013 was at this.
Denzel Washington being like, let's look in this corner for clues.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. It was a place that you definitely go to look for clues. And homeless people used to come in there and piss inside and then leave. It was great. My dad had a neighbor who would wear plastic bags as shoes. And the only furniture in his apartment was a plank of wood. It was completely empty in there besides a plank of wood.
Do you remember the question that brought you here?
Yes, but
Okay.
I'm setting
setting
the
the
scene.
scene.
You are setting quite a scene.
So I'm walking down this hallway that's all concrete to my father's shoebox apartment that he would hoard in. And my dad is behind me and he's on his phone and he goes, "They killed Osama bin Laden." And I was like, "That's good." And he was like, and then my dad was like, they put him in the ocean. And then that's when I think of Osama bin Laden, that's what I think of. Is my own personal 9/11, which was having to do custody weekends with my father.
Wow. The twin towers of your mother and father.
Yes, exactly.
Was it every weekend or every other weekend?
It was when he would remember that I was real, or that he's a forgetful man. I believe that he has some sort of undiagnosed ADHD that makes him a deadbeat ass motherfucker.
Did you ever think about telling like the judge, like, "Hey, I'm literally living in squalor here. Can you stop?"
There was no sort of judge. My parents, there was no custody battle or anything. My parents
this was
just
worked out organically.
Interpersonally. Yeah, but then I just stopped doing custody weekends with him and he was like, "Okay."
And your mom was cool with that too?
Yeah, completely.
You know, it's funny because I know you're a very funny stand-up as well. And I know you're starting a tour. Are you on tour right now? You're about to do a tour. I'm not.
I toured this past summer. I'm going to Portland in a few weekends, but I've just been popping around places.
But hearing you talk about, like, because I feel like I had a not as bad or as different bad childhood, but I do feel like somehow 25 years into stand-up, I've kind of healed something that makes me not want to do it anymore.
Oh, not do stand-up anymore?
I don't know. I just feel like it was such a reaction to this terrible life.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. 100%. I mean, my best friend Nick and I run a show called Struggle Bus where every comic does new jokes about their darkest traumas, and at the end, one comic wins worst life with a prize.
That's funny.
And it's like a play on that whole thing where it's like, this is literally just like the fucking island of misfit toys of people who like want to get on stage and exploit themselves. It's like, okay, well, here's the stage to like talk about your rape and try to make people think that it's funny, talk about your dad killing himself, and like try to beg people to laugh about it.
Do you ever have somebody show up and be like, "You get a load of this," and you guys are like,
yeah,
get off the stage?
The guy that
hack.
hosts Subway Takes told a 20-minute story about how he got raped by an Egyptian ghost. The story was actually he had a wet dream and didn't know what that was, and we had to tell him, "Kareem, you had a wet dream. You didn't get raped by an Egyptian ghost." And he then got mad at me and told me that I was diminishing the hurt of male victims of sexual assault everywhere.
In a sincere way?
Yeah.
We've gotten to a lot of different
100%
places.
agree, as he would say.
100%.
So what's your take? You weren't raped. So
100% disagree.
100% disagree.
I believe he would 100% disagree.
Yeah.
Should we do a call?
Yeah, let's.
I mean, I feel I could listen to you wax eloquent all night long, but we do have some callers on the line.
I'm excited to get into the calls.
Did you do well in school?
No.
Okay. Because you're very like erudite. You've got very good vocabulary.
Yeah, I read a lot, but I'm interested in things, and I'm sort of an autodidact, but I was very bad at school because everything sort of bored me, and all I ever wanted to do was just read about pop stars and actresses. So.
Yeah. Well, let's not call ourselves autodidacts. Other than that, I think you're fucking
Why
nailing
can't I
it,
call
though.
myself an autodidact?
I don't know. It's sort of like calling yourself like a polyglot. You know, it's sort of like
you can
know
call
what I mean?
yourself whatever you want.
Thank you,
I'm
Natasha.
just trying to run a bit here, but
And
you
who's
know.
your favorite current pop star?
My
That's a
favorite
good question.
current pop star,
One that you like.
one that I
Or
like.
respect.
I like Sabrina Carpenter quite a lot. I really enjoy her. She tickles me.
She is funny.
good. She's
Like
funny.
She's really funny. I like her like vaudevillian sensibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's like channeling like a classic showgirl type of thing that I find really funny and charming.
I essentially agree. Who do you love?
Well, my daughter loves Taylor Swift, so I've been trying to research other pop stars.
Yeah, you can't have your daughter liking Taylor
I
Swift.
know,
No, we're
but what
trying
do
to
I
put a
do?
stop to it immediately.
Yeah.
I got her into
End.
Olivia Rodrigo.
There you go.
She likes her. I like her. I think it's good.
I don't know if have I said this on the podcast before. I thought,
and I love Chapel Roan.
I
Love.
thought when I heard Taylor Swift, I thought, oh, I'm just out of touch. Like
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
You
did.
were like, this sucks.
No, I was like, I hate this, and it's because there's a genre of music that is just so not for me and my gender and age bracket
Right.
that I just don't get it. And then I started listening to Sabrina Carpenter and Olivia Rodrigo and all these other people, and I was like, nope.
No, pop
it's-
can be
pop is-
can be good and fun and interesting and sonically dynamic. I mean, all of the Taylor Swift songs completely sound the same, and her whole shtick is that she's like some sort of brilliant songwriter. But I find a lot of her songs to be completely overwritten in a way that dumb people think is clever.
It's like saying autodidact.
No.
To that Taylor Swift is like saying autodidact. She
just
would
kidding.
fit autodidact. She would fit that word into a rhyme where it is not necessary.
An autodidact. It's a heart attack. Something
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
She would. Yeah. I'm a Eilish. What do they call them?
I don't know what her fans are called,
Eilish?
but I really like Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is an LA girl.
I know
I grew up with a lot of people that know her. I had a Snapchat streak with her for like a year straight. I saw her performing with her brother who produces with her, Phineas, at a backyard party in 2015 when she was like, I don't know, 13 years old.
Wow.
And I was so unbelievably stunned. And I was like, this girl's going to be the fucking biggest thing since sliced bread. And she is.
Boom. Here we are.
All right. Well,
She's incredible.
we have to talk to these people. So
Hello, everybody.
Let's
All
see
right,
if we
let's
can
bring 'em on
help
in.
someone who's waiting in the waiting room.
Hey, Tosh.
Yeah, Moshe.
You know what is a real pain in my neck?
What's that now?
Figuring out what to feed myself and my family. It's energy I wish I could spend somewhere else.
It is epic proportion sucks.
That's right, Natasha. I couldn't have said it better myself.
I have to do so much cooking.
It's so
I have to
difficult.
prepare lunch every morning before 2 hours before I want to get up.
Take the guesswork out of being healthy and eating delicious food by heading to Factor Meals. It's always fresh. It's never frozen. These are meals that are brought to you that you can prepare in about 2 minutes with no prep, no stress.
They've got quality, functional ingredients, including lean proteins, colorful veggies, whole food ingredients, and healthy fats.
Listen, sometimes I'll eat a meal that like a hippie chef prepared me and I go, God, if I could just hire a person to make me food like this every day, this is how I would eat. It's no refined sugars, no artificial sweeteners, no refined seed oils. It's meals that fit your goals and schedule. It'll give you healthier eating, calorie management, and much more protein. Protein's a buzzword these days.
They have 100 rotating weekly meals to keep things fresh and delicious through winter. Options include high protein, calorie smart, Mediterranean diet. That's like me. My family's from Sardinia.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Plus ready-to-eat salads, our favorite. Head to factormeals.com/honeymoon50 off and use code honeymoon50 off to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year. Eat like a pro this month with Factor. New subscribers only, varies by plan. One free breakfast item per box for 1 year while subscription is active.
Hey, Tosh.
Yeah, Moshe.
You know, I likes the bread.
You told me that when I first met you.
I'm a bread boy.
You're like, I can fuck with some bread.
I said it, and you better not forget it. But you know the problem?
I think you said I fucks with bread.
The problem is with bread is that it fucks with you back. It make you feel tired. It make you feel not so good. It even can make your body look different. That's where Hero Bread comes in. It's a low net carb bread. Bread is carbs. I don't know how these people did it at Hero. They must be heroes. Bread is low net carb. The actual net carb count is 0 grams net carb per serving. Don't understand it.
Hero Bread makes bagels, buns, tortillas, and bagels.
Bagels with low net carb. Bagels are the epitome of carb. This is magic, but it's delicious magic that you gotta try. You'd never know that these breads have between 0 to 5 net carbs and between 11 to 32 grams of fiber from the texture. It tastes just like bread.
Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order. Go to hero.co and use code honeymoon at checkout. That's honeymoon at HERO.co.
Get the soft, fluffy experience you know and love. Whether you're packing fresh wraps for everyday lunches or toasting up a 19-gram protein breakfast bagel, you'll feel like a hero when you eat some Hero. We've got the one and only
Ava Lynn.
Ava Lynn.
Let's see what's up.
Hi,
Hi,
Ava.
Ava Lynn.
How's it going?
It's
you can
Natasha-
just call me Ava, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, it's Natasha, Moshe, and our friend Ivy Wolk is here.
Hello.
Hello. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you all. I'm so happy to be here. So thanks for having me.
Of
Glad to have
course.
you. Thanks for joining us. How may we help?
All right. Well, if I'm a little bit jittery, it's because I'm really nervous right now. I love you guys so much, and I'm really excited to be here. But hopefully, I have a pretty straightforward conundrum. So I've been dating my boyfriend for about 2.5 years now, and it's been really great. However, he recently left for a 9-month like medical mission deployment type of thing. And it's been really hard to maintain kind of like an intimate connection with that. We're able to talk pretty regularly, but to keep like the romance alive has been kind of tough. So knowing that you all have had like geographic separation in the past, whether it's due to work or whatever reasons, I was wondering if you all had any like ideas about how to maintain like intimacy and romance while we're apart for about 8 or 9 more months.
And it's already been 8 months?
No, it's only been a month so far. He's going to be gone for about 8 more months, and there's some logistical issues that get in the way of like more intimate talk and those kind of things, which I'm happy to elaborate on. But
Oh yeah, elaborate,
it's been
elaborate. Let's hear. Why can't you have phone sex?
I wish I could. So given the location he's at, all of our communications can basically be monitored, and so I just feel a little bit.
Is he in
weird
jail?
about-
Where
Is
is he?
No.
Is he in like Delta
Yes,
Force?
this is all just a cover up. No, no. He's just at a top secret type of location where, unfortunately,
What?
like,
He's at Epstein Island, bitch. Where the fuck is he?
No, if he was at Epstein Island, they'd be allowed to have phone sex.
Right.
Wait, okay, so you can't quite say where he is that right?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay, could I ask you, what if you made up, would you be allowed to, and don't push yourself further than you're comfortable with, like if you were to make up a character and not say where he is, but say the kind of place he would be, you know what I'm saying? Like if he's in North Korea, he's in you say, oh, well, he works for an agency and he's in an
Asian. He's with Asians.
He's with Asians. He's in an Asian
Is he
spot.
with Asians?
Yeah, is he with Asians?
He is not.
He's not with
What
Asians.
I could say is that something similar, like not same location as MASH, but kind of like similar to that.
I see.
Like
Got
the
it.
television.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and does that mean that he can't leave? Like for shore break
That
or
is
whatever?
correct. And he can't, and I can't go visit him either.
And so what communication is available to you?
So I can talk to him over the phone. We can still connect every once in a while via like video chat. And I can like obviously write him letters and those kind of things.
He's like in
but
Starship
we were-
Troopers.
He is in Starship Trooper.
I mean, if you get a book of like old correspondence from like these people in the Victorian age, like I love hearing their very formal letters about things that are going on.
Napoleon used to send horny ass letters to his wife back home when he was
Right.
away. There's ways around it. Are you allowed to send him mail?
I am, yes.
And is
everything
it
kind of
monitored?
read through, but-
Oh, it's read through.
It is, yeah.
Oh my mamma
I mean-
mia.
Pig Latin?
Yeah.
They're not going to let code language through.
Fuck, right. Right.
That's like literally what they're looking
Right. Don't do Pig Latin.
for. Are you allowed to just
I mean,
Are you allowed to just write the letter, a horny letter, and just let the censors read it? I mean, I'm sure that's not what they're looking for.
yeah. No, absolutely.
Can you
I
mail
could
him a
do
photo
that.
of
I
your
guess,
vagina?
That's a great question, Ivy.
probably. It takes about mail takes about a month to get there.
So you
Oh,
could send him 8
God.
pictures of your vagina.
Wait, it takes a month to get there? Is this your boyfriend
Yeah.
or your husband?
My boyfriend.
Do
yeah.
you believe him?
I do. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I guess. But
Ava, could I? Yeah, that's really funny. He's just, he really is on
Sounds
Epstein's
like my
Island.
dad when I was a child.
He's just in North Hollywood right
He
now.
was always like, I'm on a cruise. It's like, okay, well, you have to pick me up from school. Don't marry this man. He finna be a deadbeat.
yeah, I mean, he's a great guy. Like, and we've been dating for a while, and
Has he taken a trip like this before for a shorter duration, or is this your guys' first time being separated this way?
so he's been deployed before, but this is the first time since we've started dating that he's been
Okay.
away for a while.
Okay,
Okay.
so and is he comfortable with you being intimate in like stuff that can be looked at?
Probably. Yeah, he doesn't really have any issues with that. I think it's more on my end where I just feel weird about other people reading / viewing / listening into intimate things like
I
that.
think you don't give a shit about that.
I think maybe
You could be like, "Hi, Carl," or like when you're writing
Hi,
a letter.
boys.
or maybe you could make like a horny thing out of being vague. Get really
Yeah,
into
I like that.
alluding or beating around the bush. Subliminally sort of horny vibes.
I think that's how
You might have to just get really literate with it.
I like that idea. It's like how horny can you be while still being comfortable with somebody else reading it?
I
There's something
recommend
about that.
watching maybe some like Hays Code era movies, understanding how they
Hilarious.
sort of understood and communicated
Like
innuendo.
the train is the penis.
Yes, exactly. How they communicated innuendo. Get into some, little bit of Mae West vibes.
Yeah, you do.
You
have
need to get some printed stationery, get some perfume.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
perfume, a lipstick,
You could.
kisses.
Here's an idea. I just had a stroke of genius. Piggybacking off of that perfume point, there was this thing on TikTok a few years ago that was really taking a lot of people by storm called vabbing, wherein you used your discharge as a perfume to attract men to your pheromones.
Vabbing?
I'm wondering, vaginal dabbing. I'm wondering if maybe you could sort of gloop some of your own secretions
Don't say gloop.
onto a postcard or something like that. Maybe glue a stamp onto an envelope using the naturally occurring resources from your body and sort of hint at it in the letter that there's something extra in here for you. You got to sniff around to find it.
Right. You think
can't-
you think it would make it in through the mail? A month of mail. You think it would still be the gloop would still be glooping?
Some pussy you can smell through jeans. I feel like you could. I feel like the postal service is less thick than denim.
Yeah. That's true. Truer words never spoken.
But even if the discharge doesn't last the way through,
It's a thought.
it's the thought that counts. It's
Right.
the notion of it.
Sure.
It's the gesture.
I
And,
do
and
think
here's the
that's-
thing:
there's
the
something to that.
bottom line is, you guys have been dating for 2 years. You're almost going to be a year away from each other. 3/4 of a year away from each
Yeah,
other.
that's hard.
And so it's like it needs to keep growing. So in my mind, the best way for it to keep growing, I would get into mailing stuff, mailing cute things, funny things. When I see a card, I'd paint a picture. I don't know. I would just make it a little fun. I like long distance relationships for that reason. I mean, you can also talk on the phone or whatever, but I mean,
do
what
think
can
there's
you do?
In the situation that you're describing, there is something that would be particularly if I was away from Natasha for a year and we spoke on the phone and everything was like on the up and up because people are literally monitoring the phone calls.
Of course.
You can actually hear it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you can hear.
So
people
that's a
on the
little
line.
too uncomfortable to be like, ooh, daddy, I miss your warm embrace or whatever. But doing it in the form of letter, receiving letters, I would start to look forward to those letters because I would be like,
sure.
I would be like, oh, there's a letter coming. I talk to the woman that I love regularly, but it's all regular and above board. And then when I get these letters, and I think for your own comfort, who cares if a censor reads your erotic letter? Like, what
But
does
it can
that
just
matter?
They probably read stuff like that all the
Absolutely.
time. It's probably they're looking for 9/11 2 10 12. Like they're looking for other shit. They're not looking for you alluding to touching your pussy. I think you have to kill the panopticon in your head, even though your boyfriend literally is in one and he's sort of, I guess, I don't know if I can say this, an asset of the state. And so there are eyes on you, yes, of course, but you have to move like there aren't. Dance like nobody's watching, even though he is an asset of the deep state.
And I hope you dance,
Yeah,
if you have a chance to sit around and dance, I hope you dance.
And not
we
all
dance.
the letters have to be sexy. You could do like pink stationery for the sex
Oh,
letters.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
code it.
That's a great
And
idea.
then
You can get crafty.
Yeah, get crafty. Do the time zones. Like let them know what time it is. When just think of little things that you can like write about.
Erotica.
send.
I would love a regular dump of erotica if I was on a long-term mission.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds amazing.
And send 5 letters and then see if he writes back at all.
Yeah.
And then if he writes back, you can start the pen pal thing, But
Yeah.
hopefully he's into that.
I like this.
And handwritten. Don't type. Handwritten.
You know what's cool about this is that it's something for you to be able to make him like desire you, but also it could be a fun experiment for you as you're alone for 8 months. You've got this sort of creative experiment of raising your own level of desire. And so there's something fun for both of you. I like this. I like where we've gone.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's a great idea. My
Good.
only concern is that it takes so long for the letters to get there. So by the time you reply, that's like 2 months. But I guess we have to work with what we have.
Well,
to
you
work
said
with.
1 month, so you send it. He should write back. Write back in haste, my darling. You know, say something like
and
that.
then say maybe like for the next letter, like just wipe your scrotum with this letter, like just to yes and what Ivy was saying.
Yeah, just smack your pussy down on it.
No, but then the man, he takes the letter on his letter and he just does a swipe of the scrotum. And send it back. Because that's equally erotic. I think we can all agree.
All right. Good luck, honey.
Good luck, honey.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We had such fun with you.
Much.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Good luck.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
Bye.
Well.
I feel really bad for her.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
That's just terrible.
That's a difficult sitch.
That is just terrible.
Maybe he is lying.
You think he's lying? I mean, that was a pretty...
He's in Cabo.
He's
He's fucking on some Mexican queens right now.
Moshe.
You know, every once in a while a product comes along that I'm not introduced to by doing ads for this podcast, but I am already a fan of, let's say, you know? Mm-hmm. This is a new experience, which is I'm already a freaking freak for this freaking company. I freaks with them every day. They're in my freaking mouth right now. I'm talking about Lucy 100% pure nicotine. Listen, is it good to be on nicotine? No. But is it better to use Lucy's breakers or Lucy's nicotine pouches than smoking cigs? Doy.
What's your favorite Lucy flavor, Moshe?
I exclusively mess with the 8 milligram espresso breakers. It's got a little...
8 milligrams?
Yeah, it's pretty high. I gotta tell you though, it's smooth from Lucy. Other brands, I can feel a little bit overwhelmed or even sick from it. Breakers is smooth, the flavor is good, and the breakers are fun because I got a little bead inside the pouch that you pop open and it makes you feel like you've accomplished something in your day. Lucy's is my go-to nicotine pouch. Listen, Natasha isn't a nicotine user, but I am. And I gotta tell you that Lucy's is the most delicioso pouch that I have ever put in my mouth. Get 20% off your first order when you buy online with code HONEYMOON. And if you don't want to wait, just head to lucy.co/stores to find Lucy near you and grab it today.
And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
That I use. Hey Tosh.
Yeah, Moshe?
In the previous ad, we discussed something that I was addicted to. Now we're going to talk about something you're addicted to. It's called Masterclass.
I do love Masterclass. Not only do I love the play Masterclass by Terrence McNally about...
Good pull, Natasha.
Who was it? Maybe Maria Callas. Anyway, great play. But I also love Masterclass. I've learned so much. I've learned design. I've learned writing. I've learned thought, like philosophy. I've learned homemaking. That's something I actually needed a lot of help with. You know, I was not a natural homemaker.
No, are these just classes about these topics? No, these are actually given to you by absolute masters in the field. Her garden design class, that's Martha Stewart, babe. The writing, that's David Mamet, babe. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Mamet, babe.
You gotta treat yourself to a master, babe.
With Masterclass, you can learn from the best to become your best. With plans starting at $10 a month, billed annually, you get unlimited access to over 200 classes taught by the world's best business leaders, writers, chefs, and more. With Masterclass, you get thousands of bite-sized lessons across 13 categories that can fit into even the busiest of schedules.
Now, normally I'm a do-your-own research guy. What can a doctor tell me about viral infections that I don't already know? But I've checked out these masterclasses, and I gotta say, these people really are experts, and they really know what they're talking about. Why would you not take wisdom from the wisest people on earth? Don't waste your time. Get a masterclass today. 83% of surveyed members have applied something that they learned in a masterclass to their lives.
Right now, our listeners get an additional 15% off any annual membership at masterclass.com/honeymoon.
That's 15% off at masterclass.com/honeymoon.
Masterclass.com/honeymoon. Okay, Ivy, people call in or write in. Some people who don't want to be on camera they'll write in. So this is from a listener. Okay, Sup EH. That's the name of our podcast. I'm 25 and I've been doing karate since I was about 10. It's a huge part of my life. I'm a black belt in karate and kabuto, and I'm about to test for my second degree, which is a big deal for me. My girlfriend is 23 and we recently got into a fight about it. She told me it's weird that I'm still doing something I started as a kid and that karate is basically for children and I need to grow up. I don't entirely disagree. She compared it to when girls do ballet. That is a good point. She compared it to when girls do ballet and then are usually supposed to stop by 10. That really hurt because this isn't a casual hobby. I've spent more than half my life doing this. When I got upset, she somewhat backtracked and said the real issue is that she feels like she doesn't have a place in my life because I have so many hobbies. I have mild ADHD, so I rotate interests, but I've actually cut back on most of them to make more time for her. The only thing I've been focusing on more is karate because of this upcoming test. I don't want her to feel sidelined, but it also hurts that something this important to me is being dismissed as childish. How do I move forward without giving up something I love or making my partner feel second? Well, I mean, I would be a little embarrassed if my boyfriend was testing for his black belt.
I'm dating a guy who's into rock climbing as a hobby, and it's really hard to tell my female friends that.
Why? It's cool. I think both of these guys sound cool.
You're testing for...
Yeah, and rock climbing, that sounds cool. I've never understood this idea that people have where they're like, I want all of your life. Give me every corner of your life.
No, it's not about wanting all of the life. It's like telling your friends what they do.
I recognize that you weren't saying that. You were just saying it's cringe or something.
It's cringe.
Right.
It's cringe, but my heart is still open to him.
Yeah.
I don't like the wardrobe.
Of
karate?
rock climbing or karate?
Rock climbing. Like, they just like, it's all North Face all the time, right?
I wouldn't say the karate wardrobe is a lot better.
Right. Well, they're not wearing...
I actually think there's some cool rock climbing gear out there. There is. Gramisi makes these pants.
Like a chastity belt? Like, what's cool rock climbing gear?
There's all these cool companies like Gramisi. I was wearing their pants earlier today. And there's another one.
Do you rock climb?
No, but I do wear the pants. I do rock the gear.
Stolen valor, right.
Stolen valor. How about it is your boy? Is he really good?
He bout it. I don't know. I've never seen him in action.
You've never gone to watch?
He does it at like the gym. I'm not going to be like at Chelsea Pierce Fitness like, yay, baby. Good job. It's like when bitches go see their boyfriends do pickup basketball in the park. It's like, girl, go home, get your own thing.
But what about this? What if you went and saw him doing those fucking weird 2-finger pull-ups, and then all of a sudden, from a reserve in your psyche you didn't know existed, just a flood of erotic desire filled your brain, and you're like, the wires have been uncrossed.
Watching him climb walls with his male friends indoors.
Well, here's the real question. Are you, Ivy, like, would you tell him you think it's cringe?
Yeah, and he knows that I think it's cringe. But
so it's okay that this girl maybe said that to her boyfriend?
Yeah, it's totally fine. I mean, I think trying to stop him from doing it is one thing, but expressing that you think it's cringe, whatever, bro, like, get over yourself. Like, have enough chutzpah and self-confidence within yourself to keep doing it anyway, even if she's sipping a little bit of haterade. It's like, let a bitch yap and gossip, let a bitch tell you that something is cringe. Like, that's still pussy at the end of the day.
Oh, that is so true.
You know, it's like, that's still pussy that's in your house that loves you
that's
regardless.
That's in-house pussy right there.
That's in-house pussy right there. It's like, so what if she thinks that it's cringe? Like, men do hella shit that's cringe. You have to tell them because otherwise they can't learn and grow. Men think that women, like, lightly debasing their interests is tantamount to, like, a great trauma or betrayal. It really isn't. Experience something bad. Try overdosing on drugs at least once in your life. Get molested. Like, it's just like, this guy's problems are meretricious.
Wait, there's 2 words you've used today that I do not know. The first was pentagogical.
You told her not to say it. You don't even know what it meant?
Not autodidact. There was something about the guy. It was like penta something was the prefix. Penta. And then what did you just say?
Meretricious.
What's that mean?
It means like vapid, but presenting as sophisticated or smart.
Now, I'm going to push back on you.
It means presenting as deep, but being shallow.
I'm going to push back on you because yes, big trauma is awful in life defining. Sure, I've had big trauma. Everybody here has had big trauma. Although I'll come to your show to see if
this guy's big trauma is he has mild ADHD and his girlfriend is being snippy.
But what I'm saying is,
if your bitch is being snippy and you're fucking like throwing a fucking fit about it, it's like get over yourself.
well,
bruh.
first of all, don't be snippy to a second-degree black belt. Okay, that's dangerous right there.
True, but then he's a domestic abuser, and it's like
But he could do hayah through the kitchen table, and it wouldn't even be domestic abuse, but it would be scary.
right, and then you'd have to get a new kitchen table.
That's true. That's
but then
expensive.
he'd make a fucking stink about that.
But
Listen,
wait,
It
you know
sounds
what?
like he's bitch made. It sounds like he's bitch made.
Your advice to him is stop being bitch, man.
Yeah, stop being a fucking bitch.
I'm saying like
Do your fucking thing,
Your
like-
partner mocking what you're into is forget big trauma.
Sure. I mean, I don't think that is conducive to a relationship working long term at all, but it's like, I don't know, for now, it's just like get over it. If it's such a deal breaker for you, break up with her. I know hella male comedians that are like, I was dating this woke bitch who hated that I said retard and we had to end the relationship over that. And it's like, okay, well, now you drink beer alone in your apartment, but I guess like not having a ball and chain who tells you to brush your hair every morning is like good for you. So why don't you just cut it off, I guess. Do you want to be just alone doing karate, or is it nice to like sleep next to somebody and maybe she has some gripes with your interests?
Listen, TJ, who wrote this, he is lucky that this is a question that landed
Grown
in
ass
your...
man named TJ.
You know what? I find your delivery and even your content toxic, but I'm actually coming around to your broader point, which is like, just nut up. I mean, you're a second degree black belt. Perhaps that is actually the final test of your second degree, which is just like, I think karate's cool, so I don't give a shit if you don't like it.
But and he does want to make time for her, so he needs to like make her feel special.
Find
a
a
little bit.
hobby that you can do. That's the easy part. Find a hobby you can do with your girlfriend. You guys start something together, axe throwing or whatever bullshit it is that you're into. But I think you're right. If it means as much to you, I mean, like if you started making fun of surfing, I mean, you do make fun of the fact that I like to DJ dance music from time to time.
In
but
the
it's not like
house.
I've thought about
And you're
stopping
also,
it.
aren't you a burner?
Yeah, well, there's that. Do you have some opinions about that?
I do. I think it's entirely corny.
Yeah.
But I still respect you. And I think that you're a smart guy with largely good taste. But the fact that you do like to go to Burning Man does make my blood curdle just a little
No
bit.
shit.
But listen, I'm not the one that has to fuck you, so
No
it's fine.
doubt. I mean, so you been and you didn't like it?
I
Or-
haven't gone.
Oh, you've never been?
I'm just familiar with sort of the
The
orbiters,
sort of-
the culture, the frequenters.
The sort of concept that you think it might be.
Yeah.
Okay. You sound a little to
And
be
the guy
no
that-
offense, you sound a little meretricious to me right
the
now.
guy that you misused it. The guy that I'm the guy that I'm dating has to sort of contend with burner types in the
Rock
work
climbing?
that he does
Oh.
in rock climbing, but also like in his job. And so it's just like I'm sort of adjacently familiar with
Okay.
the
Is
people.
it a red flag for you in a like could you deal with a guy who went to Burning Man every year?
I mean, what do you even do there? Just jack off with your friends in a tent?
Yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, is that bad?
Just like do that at home.
Wait, okay, so here's the thing. I'm not going to defend Burning Man to you. It is cringe on many levels. I'm
What do you get out of it, like spiritually, emotionally,
You want me to
intellectually?
really answer?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I went 3 times and never felt a thing.
I'll tell you two things. One thing is that the people that defend Burning Man and talk about Burning Man, it's much like comic books.
Okay.
The people who make cons and comic books their entire life are often the worst ambassadors for comic books because that's all they ever talk about, and they're kind of like nerds a little bit.
But you have a life
But
outside of
lot
Burning Man.
Yeah, and a lot of people read comic books and are not making comic books their whole identity. So I'll start there.
Okay.
What do I get out of Burning Man's purpose? Specifically, I can answer this, which is that I was going to. What year were you born?
2004.
2004. So a decade before you were born, I went to my first rave.
Okay.
Right. And it was a big part of my life and a big part of who I was in my development. And I loved it.
Raving is fun.
Raving was so fun. And in the 90s, I got to tell you, it was even funner. And And so at the result of that journey, I went rave, and I found Burning Man back when it was like a wild and super crazy, actually dangerous festival where people were fucking literally in peril at the activities that were happening there and the art that they were attempting. Things were fucking dangerous and punk rock and wild. Now it's 23, 24, 25 years later. It's definitely a kind of sad echo of the thing it used to be, although the scale is a lot bigger. There's no doubt. If
Is
I
it
took
corporatized now?
it's not it's not specifically corporatized, but corporate interests have sort of backdoor entered it in the way that, sexually you don't like. If I took you, Ivy, and in a helicopter and dropped you in Burning Man with me for 12 hours, I have no doubt you would be like, I saw some really cool shit.
What is there to see?
It's like bad art.
No,
it's like a
not
bunch
bad
of guys
art.
come like 2 months
my
before
God.
and like
I'm
build a thing in the
such-
desert, and they're like, "Isn't this so cool?"
What did you do? Like drop acid? Aren't you
No,
sober?
He's sober.
I'm sober.
You
They,
just
like-
go and you look at shit.
So I will tell you.
in like terrible, uninhabitable weather.
Well, I will tell you what.
It's either like hot or like ice cold. Yes, Moshe.
I can't even defend the thing that I like.
Are your friends? Do you have friends that?
I have a big
go
group
there?
of friends that I go with every year. It's like a bit of a family reunion. We jerk off in a tent together. But also, what I get out of it is it's kind of the last line of that part of my life that I'm still engaged with. It's like it's that part of my life. It's like the kind of the final circuit that
So
still
you
has
have like
electricity in it.
sideways disease.
What's that?
Tell me more.
Like the movie Sideways.
Oh,
where the
maybe.
guys are like, it just all used to be so much better. Like
No,
you
but
have
it's-
sideways
no,
disease.
I
My
don't
dad
go-
has sideways disease and it's crippled him his entire life.
I don't go there and lament what it used to be.
Wait, that's what Sideways is? It's like
Sideways is about guys being like, I just wish that things were like they were when I was in college.
No, that's not it at all. That's not it at all.
It's the lamest like personality defect that men can have is like looking out a window and like yearning for the past. It's like, bitch, move forward.
But I have always said that the lamest personality defect a person can have is not enjoying sex. But we're all different in
Guess
this
we're
world.
both lame.
No, but it's not that though. Because I hear what you're saying, that if you go to a thing, you go, oh, why am I not like I'm in college anymore? That's not what it represents to me. To me, it represents like this is a big part of my life that I spent a lot of time in and I loved very deeply. And I still get a little flicker of that kind of connection when I go every year.
Do you
I
guys
still-
dance? Do you dance?
I dance. I go dancing.
dance?
I look at art. I drive around with friends.
they drive these art cars, so they think they're really cool that they're like in these like
What's
cars.
an
that are-
art car?
I feel attacked.
What's
And,
an art car?
It's like a. I don't want to answer this.
Tell
question.
her.
An art car is a car that has been so sufficiently modified that it doesn't look like a car anymore, and it can have many different levels of scale. There are art cars that are out there that are like worth like $5 million. They have
It's like a car that looks like a donut or something.
yeah.
Okay. I mean, that sounds like silly and
No,
fun.
it's fun. The people there are weird and they're into weird shit, and there's funny stuff that happens, and there's a lot of laughs that you can have.
Are
There's
people fucking or people
People
banging?
definitely are banging. There's a lot of banging that occurs.
There's like an orgy tent.
Do you
Yeah.
sleep? Everybody sleeps in tents outside.
I have an RV, so I don't sleep in a tent outside. What I go
And like
for,
rich people come and like stay in like really nice places.
what I go for is I love going and experiencing like sort of this interactive art that Natasha thinks is lame, but I don't think it's lame. I think it's pretty spectacular. A lot of it, really like unbelievably
Is it like
cool
that
stuff.
that weird like place in Joshua Tree where it's like hella sculptures outside and it's like all these big structures that you can like go into?
Sort of, yeah. It is sort
You know
of
what
like
I'm talking
that.
about?
spread
Joshua
out,
Tree?
but it's spread out over like many miles. So
yeah,
it's like
meets like weird Dada art, meets like interactive theater, meets like a concert, meets a dance club.
Interactive theater.
I lost you. You're an actor. You're literally an actor.
I know, but that's.
I mean,
Skin
listen.
crawling.
I have often heard it is lame, but I do love it sincerely. And I have often heard trying to describe Burning Man to someone is trying to describe color to someone that's never seen. I do think
I've seen color. I've had good times.
but you haven't had this kind of good time. I've never done the things that you've done. I wouldn't assume that just because I've had
Xanax? You've never done Xanax?
I haven't done Xanax.
Never sold pornography of yourself on the internet?
I have not done
Ivy.
that.
Then I guess no, you haven't. And I've never been to Burning Man, so you know what? I concede.
okay, well maybe this is a good end of the podcast.
Different for different folks.
Wait, Ivy, I legitimately.
You're never gonna convince.
When you are ready, I will take you, and it will be so funny
She
to be
is
there
not
with you.
going to
I know she's
Burning
not
Man
going.
with you.
I'll
I'm
take
not
you-
going to Burning Man with
I'll
you.
take you
and
and
our
your rock
daughter's
climbing
not
boyfriend.
going to
Where
Burning
is
Man
it?
with you.
It's like 3 hours outside of Reno.
Always.
Always in a place called the Black Rock Desert, which is
Reno.
No, it's not, has nothing to do
My
with Reno.
ex-stepdad is from Reno, and he's damaged.
No, don't get the people there are damaged. But Ivy, I think you might. There's something about it. I think you could hate it.
I think I would be maybe titillated by the oddity, and maybe I would like it in a way where I would like observing the people that frequent it. But I think I could derive pleasure from that. But I think I don't like looking at art, so I don't like going to museums.
I don't
And
like
this
going to
isn't
museums
even
either,
good
to be fair.
art. No, but museums are better.
I don't
This
like going to
isn't-
museums. I think museums.
Then why do you like the bad art at Burning Man?
Because I enjoy something that is experiential rather than to be beheld.
I'm understanding that you like Burning Man because it has sentimental value to you.
There is certainly that, but it also is in real time. Also, the scale is awesome. Like it is not something that is
You
like.
ever been to like a water park? Like
been to
things
a-
are big. Lots of things are big.
It's not just big. Scale isn't just about size.
You ever seen like a huge parking lot? A lot of things are big.
It's not just that things are big. Scale is not just a measure of size. It's also a measure of grandeur, and there is a lot of grandeur to behold there.
You ever been to like the LA County Zoo?
I have been there.
It's big there, and there's a lot of stuff.
It is actually honestly a lot like the LA County Zoo.
Burning Man is.
Yeah, it's the same.
All right. Well,
Basically the
listen,
same
you
thing.
guys can fight about this after we're done, but I have to go pick up my kids.
Okay.
So let's listen to a secret before we go.
What's up, guys? How are you? Love the pod. Love you. Hope everyone's well. No one's home anymore, so I feel like this is a safe time to tell you guys the secret. So I live with roommates. It's us, 3 girls, and right now one of my roommates, her boyfriend is over. And usually that just means a lot more traffic when it comes to the bathroom. This morning, I woke up and I had to pee so bad. So, of course, I'm heading to the bathroom and they're in there. And it's been a while. Well, really, actually, it was only like 10 minutes, but I had to pee so bad that I was pacing back and forth in the kitchen, praying for the 10 minutes that they would leave so I could pee. And so ultimately, I made the decision to take this Cambro that we have in the kitchen, go in my room, I turned the humidifier on so it would block out the noise, and I peed in the Cambro in my room, full squat. And yeah, never thought that would happen. The kicker is right when I was done, they come out of the bathroom. So if I had only just waited like that extra minute, none of this would have happened.
What's
and
a
we wouldn't have been
Cambro?
in the position we're in.
Like a thermos
But
type thing?
Now I get to look at that Cambro and I'll never look at it the same again.
Oh, you're keeping
Anyways,
it.
okay, love you guys. Bye.
I feel like this is the kind of person that would be laughed out of your show in New York that you do about trauma.
Yeah, where it's
But like, hit the bricks.
Well, this is not trauma. These are just secrets.
they're just secrets.
Have you ever peed in something weird? You must have.
Yeah, I peed in a Starbucks cup one time. It was thrilling.
I heard a great story about a person having a bathroom emergency once. They were at a party and they went outside to go squat and pee, and they misjudged and they shit in the street, and they were like, "Oh no, I
This
didn't."
sounds fake.
I've peed in the street before.
So peeing in the street, but
I've peed in the street. I peed at
Hold
a
on, let me-
Tesla charging
let me
station.
finish
Okay,
this.
go ahead.
So they shit, right? They're like, "Oh no," and they were outside of a party. So they were like, "Oh my god, I need something to wipe with," and they went into their purse and just tore pages out of a book. But it was a 900-page book that they'd been reading for a month, and they tore the last 2 pages of the book out in their panic, and they never did finish that book. Anyway, that's
Why
the
don't
end
you
of
just
the
tear
story.
the pages out that you've already
Because they were
read?
panicking. They were panicking.
Shit makes you panic.
I would think.
The real question is, why didn't they just buy the book again? I've never thought about that, but
What was the book?
I don't know. It was a long book. Anyway, maybe we'll cut
Why are you
that out of
carrying
the
a
podcast.
900-page book in your purse? It's heavy.
Maybe this story's not true. It's just something somebody
seems
told me
fake.
once. All right, fine.
But I will say I see no shame in peeing in cups.
No,
Really?
not at all.
You've peed in a cup?
I've peed in a cup in the car before.
You, Natasha Leggero?
I've peed in a grate.
Off-brand, right? We
I've
gotta admit.
peed
In a grate, like a on the
like at the
sidewalk?
comedy store.
Oh, yeah,
they were
yeah.
closed, and I think like I just really had to pee.
That's
And
how
I
you get-
was
Pee in LA. I've noticed, like, since I've been back here, people pee everywhere. Like on nights where you're like driving from place to place, male and female friends of mine will just pop squat in a corner behind a building and just piss and move on. Like people piss anywhere.
Because we don't have what they have in New York, which is like places open everywhere that you can walk into. So you got to kind of take matters into your own hands.
Yeah, but it's like there's no shame in that. People are not ashamed. Pissing is not. I've pissed in some Starbucks cups in my days when I was like wearing outfits that were too complicated to, disrobe from. There's no shame in that, but
she could get a little porta potty in her bedroom.
What I'm confused about is the thermos, and she's like, I can never look at it the same way again. It's like, was that your thermos? You said it was in the kitchen, so was it a communal item? Like what do you
pee comes out though.
What? Pee comes out
in the dishwasher.
Would you drink out of a thermos you'd pissed into? Would you?
I mean, I usually try to pee in a plastic or paper.
But
something
something disposable.
But if it wasn't, would you keep it? If it was a mug that you loved?
For my own pee, I could get over it.
What about mine?
I'd probably throw it away.
Why?
I don't know.
You're my piss freak.
He's had more water than you have today, actually.
That's true. And she takes my pee all the time.
What?
Well, it's my kink, and I forced it upon her.
But chamber pots were literally just a bowl that you kept under your bed.
Right.
And you would just pee in it.
The good old days.
Yeah, you're just harkening back to a simpler time. It's a
you
reference.
would have made a straight up great. Actually, this is where I see your acting career going. You're going to be a Russian princess in a movie sometime with a chamber pot screaming at the help.
That's kind.
Can you see that?
Of course. I can see her as you infuse any character with so much, and I'm so excited for your career.
Thanks, Natasha and Moshe.
Do you want?
I'm the one who gave you the compliment. Moshe might be battling you over.
Over
Did she own you
over Burning Man and the definition of the word
meretricious.
It's a good one though.
It is a good word. Ivy, we have loved you on this show and in general.
Love you guys.
Is there anything you would like to plug? You don't have to, but if you would like to, you may.
Follow my Instagram at WolkMindVirus2. Because
wait, who's WolkMindVirus1?
It was my old account and I was banned.
I see.
So now I'm WolkMindVirus2 so that people can find me easier. Yeah, because I'm going to Portland for the first time. If you're in Portland, I've got like 100 tickets to sell, so help me out, bring your friends.
Thank you for joining us. You're awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Ivy.
In this green room.